So it's about 45 minutes later, and I'm not sure, as you can see, the in between juggling, trying to get laundry done, dealing with the kids, as well as meal prepping. So the soup is done. I just finished cleaning up the sink, and once or twice a day, bottles. I hate it. I hate bottles. It's like my worst thing. I hate dishes in general. But again, I gotta wash the bottles, finish cleaning up the sink, and then now I can finally get started on my meal prep and how I kind of do things and whatnot. So stay tuned. Also, too, I'm not sure about the meal prepping too. Sometimes is what I do. I know it's kind of loud. I have the fan on as well as with the water. But when I'm meal prepping, more than likely I always have leftover because I cook too much sometimes. But sometimes I do it on purpose. Now, I make my nephew's food. I also meal prepped my son's food as well. From the time he was a baby up until like 2, I had to puree everything because he had a really bad gag reflex, and it's the same situation with my nephew as well. But my nephew's starting to do better with solid foods. But I feel as though he does better sometimes with the puree, but again, he's doing better with solids. So this is dumplings and couscous. And I blended it, and he eats it like nothing. He'll eat anything that I make of real food blended and just food feed him. And if you guys don't know what couscous is, this is couscous. There's all different kinds, but it's another source of protein. Instead of eating rice, you can have this instead. So let me wash these bottles and then get to the meal prepping. One of my pet peeves is having a filthy or dirty sink in general in the kitchen. I have a very small space area, but again, you gotta work with what you have and be grateful for the little things. My nephew has so many bottles that from the beginning of the video, as you can see, that it's just, I'm a very, like, clean and organized person, but again, like, I just, since he has so many bottles, I don't have to, like, after he's done with the bottle, wash it. I should wash it and then just put it back, but he has so many that, like, I just let it stack up and do it all at once, and it just makes things easier like that, being a busy mama, working, as well as doing household chores in general. And I wasn't sure if I was going to record this, because I'm like, you know what, it's going to take too long, but hey guys, this is the reality of adulthood and being a parent, and being a mama, and taking care of the home. Real stuff. It's very quiet. Well, despite not having the fan or the water in the background, my nephew it's nap time. He naps whenever he feels like it, but getting the kids situated and finally calming my nephew down, he is finally having his nap hour. Thank God my son is being a good boy. I don't want to speak too soon, but he's being a good boy today so far. So I can't complain, because there's a significant amount of energy between my son that just turned 4 and the baby. Oh man, boys are so much work. Okay, so I'll get back to those later. Ooh, Jesus. Gonna do this stuff. Okay, so I pre-washed my summer squash. So I'm gonna do summer squash. I'm not sure where you guys are located around the world. I'm sure you have something similar along the lines to wash your vegetables, but it's a vegetable wash. So amazing. It's for fruit and vegetables. It's safe removal of waxes, chemicals, and soils. It's like the best thing ever. One time I sprayed this. I put strawberries in like a Ziploc bag, and I sprayed all the strawberries. I put a little bit of water and I like washed it like that. You could see the amount of yuck and dirt that was on them. It was really, really mind-blowing. So let's get to the pepper. So usually when I'm gonna turn the oven on, and when I'm done in my kitchen, like when I'm done meal prepping, that's when I'll wipe down the stove fully. But usually when I cook any kind of sausage, it kind of already has oils in it. So my preference, everybody's different. My preference is that because I've seen that it has those oils, or even cooking ground turkey and stuff like that, it already has oils in it. So you don't really need to put oil in the bottom of your pan. But again, that's my preference. The barrel's behind me, so if you see me. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop. I'm trying to be quiet. As I mentioned earlier, that the hubby has to work today, but it's later on this evening. So I cut that in half, so it's enough, because I don't want to cook too much. So they're cut in half. I've never cooked this kind of sausage before either. This will be my first time. So it looks like so. And if I'm a little bit shaky, is because I am hungry, but it's like when you're a mama and gotta get things done and you just wanna get things done and then sit down and chill and relax, that's where I'm at right now. So I will make myself something to eat when I'm done in the kitchen. So my pot's on right now. This cutting board is so loud. So it's like this, you just gonna break it up. I've cooked sausage many times, and I like to eat it with something on the side, whether it's a vegetable and a starch. But again, so I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. Let that cook while I cut up the summer squash. Minced garlic.